Have you ever walked in a rec center and saw a beautiful, awesome, nonchalant, beautiful guy like me and wondered, how does he get so many women? It's because of my hoodies, baby, yeah! Well, today I'm gonna teach you how to make them so you can get all these hot babes and tokens. Isn't that right, Butters? Yeah? Yeah, see, he said it. To start, you will need at least 2,000 tokens, sadly. I know, you poor people, it's okay. If you have Rookin' Plus, you can just save the 6,000 that you get and buy it and have like 4,000 extra. And you'll make it back from the custom hoodies that you'll make, most likely. This tutorial is entirely based on the YouTube video over here. If you don't understand this video, go watch him. He's better at explaining this, most likely. But that video is outdated. It's like a year old or even 2 years, I'm not sure. So this video is going to show all the updated new methods like this and many others and just tips and tricks. Also, you need to join the Discord. That's in the description as well. With further ado, let's begin. Okay, first thing we got to do is download Python, which is the first link in the description. Everything that I will be showing in links is going to be in the description, so let's download Python. It should be in your downloads if it didn't show up up here. But now that we have it open, we are going to make sure we click add python.exe to path, and then install now. Say yes to whatever it's asking, then wait for it to install. Okay, now that it's done, we are gonna go in on your search bar here and do cmd, your command prompt, and run it as administrator. And then click yes. Now that we have it open, if you go into the description, copy and paste what it shows down there, the pip install pillow, blah, blah, blah. Paste it into command prompt. It should download everything that we need. Now these are all downloaded, so we can exit out of command prompt and the setup. Now if you go on the GitHub link that's in the description, we will get the actual code that will run. So when you're on this page, if you just click on the 1.2.4 on the bottom right, if you click that, and then click zip, the source code zip, if you click that, it will start to download the files. So when you download it, it'll be in a zip folder, so we have to extract the files that are in it onto a folder that's not zipped, if that makes any sense. So you would right click and then extract all, and then just choose the place you want it. I'm just going to keep it in my downloads, so extract, and then oh, it already opened it. All right, cool. So what I like to do is take it out of this folder and put it on my desktop, or even pin it onto my sidebar here. But for this, I'll just put it to my desktop. Now that it's on my desktop, I can open the file and we'll see all these weird looking things. Before we mess with all this, let's go make our design. For this video, I'm just going to do hoodies. But if you go in the description, there's a Google Drive link where there's templates for the shirts, hats, hoodies, shoes, and pants. So once you downloaded the templates that I've given you, all you gotta do is just drag and drop into Photopea, and it'll just boom, it will just pop up. Now you can make whatever you like on a hoodie. It could be I heart gambling, it could be I love drinking and driving. Actually, no, don't do those, because those are mine. I made those. But it could be anything. This is not going to be a tutorial on how to use this software. I can link some YouTube videos on kind of like a basic how to use this website. This website is basically Photoshop, but for free on a website, on a browser. So I use it for thumbnails. I use it for everything. All right, so let me just make a hoodie real quick, and then we will continue. Another thing I should mention while making this is there's a website, remove.bg, in the description. It will auto remove the background, like just automate it. It's really fast, really easy, and it's free. Say I want to get this beautiful looking snake right here. I just right click, copy the image, go on the website, and then just Control V anywhere on this website, and then it'll just pop it in, and it will clear it out. Oh, it removed some of the head there. So what we could do is just go to cutout on the top here, and then go restore, and then just select the eyes. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then boom. And now we have the snake cut out. This reduces the quality of the image though, unless you pay for it, which I am cheap, so I don't. You know, it's a quick solution, and for shirts, it's not gonna be like it's not gonna be a big image, so it's fine that it's a bit low quality. Anyway, so you just right click and copy, and then go in Photopea and just Control V, and it'll just paste it in. Don't know why it's cut off like that though. That's weird. You gotta make sure you're not zoomed in, I guess. Control V, boom, there you go. All right, now that we have a very good looking hoodie over here, what we will do is click this little eye on the template that we have around, so it just removes it. So it's just what you've made without the black outline, just so it's easier on the printer. And if the outline is not accurate, it doesn't matter. So on the top left, we'll go to File, Export as PNG, and just name it whatever you want. I'll be like best hoodie idea ever, and then just save. Okay, now that you have your image, we are gonna do custom colors. Basically what that means is that every image that you put in, the colors will be custom to it. That's the best way I can explain it. So go in the Discord here and go resources. You scroll up until you see color compiler 5.3. Just click this little download right here and drag and drop it into the Rec Room shirt printer file. The color compiler will make separate text files. So what I like to do is right click new folder and name it colors or color compiler. I'll just name it colors and just drag and drop the color compiler into there. So this is just organization. You don't have to do it, but I'd recommend it. With this file, what we're going to do is right click on it, open with Python. We are going to compile the image first before we import it to Rec Room. So we're going to C, enter. I'm going to select the hoodie that we made, the best hoodie idea ever. And then markers, we are going to do 107. This is how much I do. The maximum is 113. I think there is ways to get higher color amounts, but 107 has worked fine for me. So I'm just going to stick with that for this video. So enter the amount of markers we're going to use is 107. And we got 3 settings here. If you enter 0, it'll be the best color detection. So it will be like a gradient. So say it's just like a red box on a white shirt. It will be from white, it'll slowly go into red as a little gradient. So usually this isn't needed ever. I've messed around with it a little bit. It doesn't really do much. 1 is for special circumstances. I'm not sure what this means. I usually just use 2 because it says this method works the best. But mess around with them. See how it works for you. But I usually do 2, so I'm just going to stick with 2. But now that you did that, it should have made 2 text files here. We are going to open the RGB file. So these are like the colors, technically. These will what we put into Rec Room. So what we're going to do is Control A to select everything, this whole thing. And then Control C to copy it. We're going to go back into our main folder here with everything. And we're going to right click on encoding.py. Open with Notepad. Go in here, see all this mumbo jumbo, who cares? You scroll down until you see all of these numbers. So what we're going to do is select from here, from that first parenthesis here, scroll all the way down while still selecting until the last comma. So all of this. Do not select this little bracket right here. That is not good. Don't do that. And then Control V should just paste all of the new numbers in. Once you do that, you can Control S to save or go to File, Save, and then you can close out of this. We are also going to download, not just the color compiler, we are also going to download. If you scroll up until you see these videos up here, we are going to go into the text until you see the files can be found here at General. Not at General, but General. So you click on General. I think it's like 250. It'll be on screen right now, but it shouldn't be much for what it is. So download the split underscore file. So now we're gonna drag and drop the split underscore file into here. So in Rec Room, I would create a new dorm for this, like shirt printer dorm or hoodie dorm. It doesn't really matter. Just a new dorm so you can have your own special dorm and a shirt printer dorm. It's just so it's separate. If you don't know how to do that, on your watch, you would go to Create, on the top, My Dorms, and then New Dorm. We'll call this shirt printer we'll call it test shirt printer dorm. Once we're in here, what I like to do is just delete everything. So if you go on your MicroPen, general settings, scroll all the way down, delete everything. Yes. So now it's all gone. Now it's just bare bones emptiness. It's kind of sad, but you can make it whatever you want. Just for this video, I'm not going to do all that. So now let's get the inventions that we need. So if you go in the store and click on inventions, you're going to look up shirt printer dorm. I think is what they called it. Yes, shirt printer dash dorm. It's 1,750. I know, kind of sucks. So you're going to spawn this in. And it's going to look like this. But we can remove like all of this. We don't need any of this except for that. Literally that circuit is all we need. And this stuff. Don't remove this either. So what I like to do is when you spawn it in, select the back, options, select entire invention, and then deselect what you need. So I deselect this, that, and this. And then literally the rest of this, you can just boom. Delete, all gone. And then what we're going to look up on the invention store is table converter. Table converter. But once we have this here, it is 250. But you download this, spawn it in. Now we have all this. Once you have this, you can click on here, spawn tables container. Spawn that in. It will say room save required. So save, and then it will spawn everything that you need. All right, there you go. Now we have all this contraption here. Just do it by color to connect all these. So purple to purple, green to green, purple to purple, green to green, load to load, and start to start. That's all the wiring you need for this beautiful contraption. But we got one more invention to get here. So you're going to look up 107 marker. Oh, God, marker. And you'll see two inventions. These are both free, so you don't got to buy anything else. So they come in two parts. So 107 markers, part 1 of 2. Spawn that in. And then go back on your watch, and then spawn 107 markers, part 2 of 2. Spawn. Now we got all of these markers for your custom colors. Okay, we have one more invention that's free, and then we're done. All right. We're going to look up hoodie shirt board, and this is my invention. Yes, very nice. It is to place your clothing board in a certain position. It makes it way easier. Instead of you have to like move it and do all this janky stuff. Now that should be it for all inventions, so we should be good now. Now we're gonna start with the custom colors. So go back on your files, go to your custom colors, and we're gonna open the color compiler py again. But this time we're going to import the hex file. So type I, enter. Then you're gonna find your colors hex, best hoodie idea ever hex, not the RGB, the hex text file. Then open it, and then it will ask enter import delay. The fastest is 0.1, so that's what I do, because the faster you can get through this, the easier it is. So 0.1, enter. Now I'll ask you some stuff here. So what we got to do is go into this seat right here. So from my knowledge, you're gonna need the classic keyboard and mouse controls. If you don't have that on already, you might need to switch it to that. This is so you can get this trigger in your left hand and the maker pen in the right. So grab the trigger with your right hand in game. Sit in the seat and don't move your mouse. And then hold one maker pen. This will set you up perfectly aligned with the markers. After that, you can go on your maker pen, go to recolor. Then you're going to follow what the color compiler says. So it says, please move your cursor to the text input box and press enter. What that means is if you go click on color, then custom, it's talking about this area right here, this text that we have here. We're going to follow what it says. So we're going to put our mouse over, not tapped into the game, just still tapped into here. We're going to go over to this text box anywhere in this part and just click enter, and it'll get our mouse position. Now we're going to go back into Rec Room, click Done, and then Color again. Go back into the Custom Colors, and then do the same thing, but on the Custom button right here. So I just do it in the middle, then Enter. Now we're going to actually put the colors into the game. So don't be alarmed. Once you click Enter on this color compiler, it will start moving your mouse. It will start moving your mouse to put into the game, the colors into your game. So don't be alarmed. But what you're going to do is on color compiler, click Enter, and then click in your game and put your mouse just in the middle. Doesn't really matter. Just put your mouse in there. And then it'll just start putting the colors in for you. See, I'm not doing anything. I can snap. I'm not touching anything. So this is where you would leave your computer, go get a drink, get a snack, you know, just let it go by. Play a Clash game, you know, it doesn't matter. Make sure not to move your mouse or anything during this, or else obviously you'll mess it up. So just don't touch your mouse, just leave it where it is. Okay, it's finally done. Took a little bit, but you see now we have all the, let me fly up. Now that we have all the colors, see it's mostly green and a little bit of black in there because that's like basically all the colors we had. Now that you did that, we're going to go down here and mess with some of the settings right here. Anyway, so we're going to put on front and back. So basically what this means, it's going to only draw on this side if that isn't checked on, but it will do both if it is checked on. So I will always keep that on, just why not? And then image width and image height basically means how big the image is. So if you go right here, 3 dots, resize image, it will tell you that the dimensions of the width and height are 1,378. So you can just Control C that or copy that. Go back into Rec Room and just Control V. And that should be it for that settings. And all we got to do now is put in the image into Rec Room, kinda, and then we'll get it onto the canvas. So on your shirt printer file, go back into the main area here. And what we're going to do is open list create importing with Python. So right click, open with Python. So when you open it, it will say use the encode data in image whatever. Always say no to that. You can do N or just no. N is easier and quicker, so I just do N. Now it's going to ask us to open the image. So find the hoodie, open. Now dither. Dithering basically means it will blend 2 colors together with sparsed out pixels of it. The best way I can show you is just to show you what dithering looks like. So if I say yes, it will bring up this, and if we zoom in, it looks a bit like pixel art. Here's a way better example, actually. So it looks a bit like pixel art, just really detailed, right? But if we don't dither it, if we say no to the dither, it will show up as this. It looks a bit better on the gun right here, but not as well on the snake. And the snake will be on the front, so I personally would dither it. It just depends on your image, whatever looks best. And dithering adds more detail into the image, so it's like say it's a really detailed image, you would want to dither it. So if you click Y, if you dither the image or not, it will show up an example. So what I like to do is just look at it, and can you tell it's like kind of pixel art from afar? No? Then it's good. So just close that. It's a temporary file. It'll just get deleted after. And it'll say proceed to copy all 100 and whatever strings. It'll give you a number of strings. Just say no. Always say no to that, because we're going to split the file into data tables. So once you close that, go to open the split _ file with Python. So right click, open with Python, or just double click if it says you can open it by Python. That, and it'll say enter the number of lines for each chunk. So I like to do 400. I got this from the tutorial that I'm basing this off of. I just wanted to make a 2025 recap, like I said in the intro. So enter the number of lines. I'm going to do 400. It doesn't lag. It doesn't crash your game because of how much input you're putting into it, but it goes to its max. So I just do 400. You can change it if your game does crash, but it most likely won't. So it should have made an image underscore data underscore 01 text. If it doesn't show up, just open the split underscore file again and just do the same number 400 and it should pop up. So open the text file, the 01. So what you do again is Control A, get all this gibberish, Control C, and then go back into your game. So we'll go back into game, go to configure and configure the number 1 data table. And click edit data table. Then we'll click this little box with an arrow, click that. And then in this data section, Control V, the big gibberish thing that it created. So Control V, the record might lag for a second there. That's fine. That's normal. And then generate. And it will save the room. And that's that. It will save the room. And then it is ready to print. But we got to set up the shirt board or the what's it called? Clothing customizer. How we do that is you take out your maker pen on your left hand or just hold 1. If you're using classic controls, hold 1 and then go to maker pen. It'll just slide in your hand. Then sit in the seat, and when you do, don't move your mouse at all. Click tab to open your watch. Then just click use on your clothing customizer. Now, sometimes this messes up. So what I like to do, just to be sure, is to still not move my mouse. Just recall it, then put it in again. But you don't have to, it's just as a precaution. So now we have this set up, but you see you can grab it. That is not safe. What if you accidentally grab it into like a 3-hour print? That is not great. So I would click this little lock, and now we can't grab it. Oh, I can grab that though. Can't grab the board and can't move it. Now it is finally ready. Oh, let me make this white so it matches the hoodie. So it's finally ready. So how to start the print is to go on your maker pen, go to circuits and debugging, then send test event. Then it's loading and it will start. I'd leave your computer on, or just on a separate tab, just watch a movie or a show or something, or watch the brand new channel that I have, Mr. Nut Guy, right here. It's in the description. You can watch the 2 videos that I have out, or you can, subscribe to this channel that you're watching it right now. So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of like watch this, and I'll see you when it's done. Okay, I kind of stopped it because I realized like it's gonna take a while. I didn't want to wait that long, so I just got it to say sub to Mr. Nut. And actually, here I can actually just remove the gun part. Hello, editor me here. If you want to ever stop the printer early, all you got to do is go on your maker pen, go to circuits and debugging, and click send room reset event. It will stop the print from doing it, and you can save and edit the stuff, do whatever you want with it. Anyway, back to the video. There you go. So it's just sub to Mr. Nut hoodie, sure. And that's it. Now I can click save, of course, and just name it sub to Mr. Nut hoodie, or the tutorial about making custom hoodies. 250, of course. Then create. Boom. And we have our very own hoodie. Oh yeah. And yeah, that's about it for this tutorial. If you have any questions, please comment them, or any problems. I recommend going into the Discord and going to image printing help. This has helped. What the hell? This has helped me a lot with all this stuff here. So there's like 3 printers now. The McRen is the one I used, and I feel like it's the best quality one. It gives you the best quality images. But also I haven't used any of the other ones. But we got Asher's, which is it's kind of shitty. It is shitty. And then we have Swift Printer, which is free, but it's not its best quality. But that'll be all for this video. If y'all liked the tutorials, I will make more. I can make one on how to make custom images on like canvases. Something like this you can make for your dorm, or sell them, or whatever you want to do with it. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like and comment if you want me to make any more tutorials. And have a nice day. Also sub to my YouTube and buy my custom hoodies on Rec Room. Mr. Nut Guy on Rec Room and Mr. Nut Guy on YouTube. Subscribe to it. Subscribe to it now. Do it.